After yesterday's elections, some people are wondering, could we be seeing a Republican resurgence? Voters in Virginia elected a Republican governor last night in a race that, at least early on, was expected to be an easy win for Democrat Terry McAuliffe. And President Biden won Virginia by 10 points only a year ago. Here to talk about this is Ed Espinosa, president of Progress Texas, and James Dickey, former Texas GOP chairman. Thank you both for being here.
Good to be here.
Ed, how concerned should Democrats be about a Republican governor winning in Virginia?
You know, the Virginia race is really interesting. It's a barometer in national politics. Typically, the winner of the Virginia governor's race is different than whoever won the White House the year before. So when Democrats win the White House, Republicans win the Virginia governor's race, and vice versa. That was no different here. But it's interesting to point out, it's important to point out that Virginia has been trending blue for a long time. This was a state that Biden won by 10 points. So it should be concerning for Democrats, not only that a Republican won, but that it was even close to begin with.
And James, what is your take? Has Glenn Youngkin created a blueprint for success for other GOP candidates across the country?
Well, I think Democrats should be very concerned about this. I mean, this was the first statewide Republican victory in Virginia in years. And not only did we win the governorship, but we have the first Republican lieutenant governor and attorney general in several years. And those were both a Jamaican immigrant black woman, a Hispanic son of a Cuban immigrant, the first statewide Hispanic elected official there. But even more so, these elections proved that the middle class wants good leadership.
Ed, in this particular election, Virginia Democrats attacked Youngkin for being a Trump candidate. Didn't work. Do Democrats need to change their messaging when it comes to the former president?
Absolutely. You know, there's an old saying, it's just because voters hate the other guy, it doesn't mean they're going to love your guy. And that was perfectly on display in this race in Virginia. Republicans had a guy who had ideas, and Democrats probably had some ideas out there. I'm here in Texas, so I didn't follow it that closely, but it is important to make your case why you want to be the governing party. And I think that that was something that didn't go too well in this race. Look, Democrats are used to being in the minority. We've been in the majority for a year. That is a shift. That is a pivot that has to be made. Doesn't look like it was made in this race. This midterm is going to be a challenge for Democrats unless we get the messaging right.
And we are running out of time, but James, final thought.
Yeah, the Biden and national Democrats are showing that they only care about the uber rich. I mean, they're right now fighting about tax cuts for those who pay state and local taxes of $70,000 a year, not make $70,000 a year in income, pay $70,000 a year in taxes. They want to give hundreds of millions of dollars away to those folks. They want to tell middle class parents, sit down, be quiet while we do anything we want to your kids and your schools, and voters are having none of it, nor should they.
We are out of time. James, Ed, thank you both for sharing your perspectives with us tonight.
Thanks.
You bet.